Welcome back to the Pats Podcast. I'm your host, Philip Hensler, and together, we're going to explore different facets of athletic training, our colleagues, and their stories. So stick around. Let's be better athletic trainers. Welcome back to the Pats Podcast. We're here at the Pats convention in Hershey Park, and I have the pleasure, the honor right now to sit down with Nate. He's a Westchester student in their athletic training program. And Nate, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Sure. 22. I am in my last year. I'm a second-year student at Westchester University in the MSAT program. I'm originally from Philadelphia. I love food. I'm a big foodie. And I love the outdoors.
That's awesome. What do you do for fun outdoor?
Outdoor-wise, I love hiking.
Okay.
I love Westchester for the fact that within 5 miles, there's always something nearby to walk around. And I enjoy traveling around the U.S. and try to just hike around.
Awesome. So, what got you keyed into athletic training? Why did you decide to dedicate your 5 years of college to learning about athletic training and becoming certified?
So, when I was a kid, I used to play baseball all the time. I played from around when I was 7 years old until I got to high school. And I grew up in the Philadelphia area, and I actually attended the Philadelphia School District. So in seeing that at athletic events, when something would happen, we'd always have some parent would always have to call EMS. They'd always have to step up and maintain that responsibility to get that student-athlete care. So one of the things that I always wanted to do is help. And I love helping people. I like sports. And athletic training just seemed like a perfect avenue for me to put all of that together.
That's awesome. I love it. I think that echoes a lot of stories about how other athletic trainers have gotten into the profession. It truly is. We are truly a group of caring individuals. It's almost to the point where we care about our athletes sometimes more than ourselves.
That's the truth, and I feel like that can be our downfall at times too.
It absolutely can. It absolutely can. You're smart beyond your years.
Thank you.
Wise beyond your years. We'll say that. So your second year. So
Yes.
This is your last year.
Yes.
When do you take your BOC?
So BOC is going to be next April, and I like to take the earlier one just in case.
Yep.
And I'll go for next May if I don't pass that, but we'll pass it.
Awesome.
We'll pass the first BOC.
So are you going in to the profession?
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, after next year, you'll hopefully, I expect you to be certified.
Yes.
What scares you the most about leaving the university setting and moving on and practicing on your own?
That's a good question. The biggest thing that I think about is not having that safety net of a preceptor. The idea that it's all on you. Mm-hmm. Depends what setting you're in. It depends if you have colleagues as well as who you work with. But especially in like the secondary school setting, usually a lot of, at least in Pennsylvania, most schools only have one AT. And a lot of secondary schools within PA are hiring. So I feel like a lot of this year's graduates are going to find jobs within that part of the industry. And it scares me the fact, like I said, when you're the person and you're supposed to be the one that's calling 911 and putting yourself in that first situation without having any help. I don't worry about it, but that's something that I look in the future and know that's going to happen. And like I said, I don't worry about it, but I know that might cause me to be a little nervous.
Well, to kind of put your nerves at ease, I can guarantee you can reach out to just about any athletic trainer out there with questions, and they will help you.
Gotcha.
We are an absolutely amazing bunch of people. I remember when I was in your shoes, mm-hmm. I had my call list. I had just got my first job. It was with one of the bigger hospitals.
Oh, cool.
I had I had almost 100 athletic trainers that I was able to pick their brain. And, you know, if I had a problem with wrestling, you know, I knew I could call Guy Sanchioli and be like, hey, Guy, I got this thing going on. What would you do? What should I be looking for? And he would spend an hour talking to me, walking me through things, what to look out for, what to watch for. And it was a really awesome experience coming into the profession for the first time and still having that help.
Would you say he was your main mentor?
He was absolutely one of my biggest mentors, yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Awesome. So what section, what industry, what aspect of athletic training do you want to work in? Like what and I'm drawing a blank here. Wow, I've been this is like the fourth podcast of the day. I'm starting to lose my words.
No worries.
So what setting do you want to work in? Ideally, what would be what's like your top, you know, this is the athletic trainer I want to be?
So my dream job definitely would be, as of now, to be in professional athletics.
Okay.
Ball is life. Ball has always been life since I was a kid. So I'd love to work as a professional basketball AT one day.
Okay.
But for the next few years and for what I expect to do coming right out of school, I'm looking towards a collegiate setting for sure.
Okay.
I find the collegiate setting interesting, and I like being part of an institution and a bigger family. Mm-hmm. But I also don't like that within athletic training. A lot of the times, especially in the traditional setting, we take patients from, let's say, 20%, 30% of their health. And a lot of the times, we don't get a chance to return them at 100%. Especially depending on what level it changes, whether it's a high school setting or a lower level college setting. But when it comes to the professional sports and when it comes to higher level college athletics, a lot of the times patients make decisions to go back and return to play, not at 100%. Mm-hmm. That's one of the reasons why I think in the future, I'd like to get out of the traditional setting after I got a chance to see what it's like and maybe go to the military. I know the military has a lot of opportunities opening up, and I look forward to working with servicemen and women and seeing what their life is like and getting another perspective of a patient.
Okay. So now, is this your first convention?
This is my second convention. This is my first PATS convention, though.
What do you think of it so far? I know you had a little bit of excitement last night. Mm-hmm. Congratulations on the scholarship award.
Thank you.
So what do you think?
I will say the other convention I went to was EATA. It's more of a family. There's more of a family environment when it comes to the smaller state conventions, and you can really feel that. Everybody recognizes each other no matter where you go, convention-wise. But there's something when you see someone that you've known for years and you've really created that connection and you have similar backgrounds, there's something that brings out a stronger relationship and stronger emotion. So with that, I really enjoyed the camaraderie and everything from this weekend. And yesterday was phenomenal, and so far today has been great too. Getting a chance to just meet everybody, and everybody's so friendly, like you said. Everybody wants to help each other, so I can't ask for more in terms of what to expect from a convention. And like I said, past convention was just a little homier than the ATA, I have to say.
Awesome. No, I love it. And I think I'm not too sure who your mentors have been, but I feel that they've absolutely opened you up to athletic training. You speak very well.
Thank you.
As far as understanding the profession and everything that's going on, and you have a positive outlook, and that's what I love seeing. And I appreciate you taking the time and coming to talk with me.
Appreciate you having me, Phil.
Nate, it was wonderful to meet you. Good luck next year.
Thank you.
If there's ever anything I can do for you, just give me a call.
100%. Thank you.
Well, this brings us to the end of another fantastic episode of the Pats Podcast. If you liked what we did here, please remember to like and consider subscribing to the episodes. Leave a comment if you have any questions, or you want to hear any topics, or if you want to become involved in helping with the podcast. Until next time, I'm Philip Hensler, and this was the Pats Podcast.